A Japanese chef made me a bowl of ramen. I watched every step, then I went home and I tried to recreate it for under 10 euro. Here is my honest verdict, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Welcome back to Nomadic Treats, where we bring the world into your kitchen. Today, we're heading to Japan. Before we touch anything, understand this. Ramen isn't one recipe, it's 3 separate builds. The broth, the noodles, and the toppings. Every single one of these matters. You mess one and the whole bowl collapses. The broth is where most home cooks fail, not because it's hard, but because they rush it. I use the bones left over from deboning my chicken thighs, which I'll be using as a topping. Nothing goes to waste. If you don't have these bones, 4 chicken wings work just as well here. Into the pots, 7 cups of water, a thumb-sized piece of ginger sliced, a small onion quartered, and 1 garlic clove. That's it. Bring it to a boil, drop the heat, let it simmer. Minimum 2 hours, maximum 6. The longer you leave it, the deeper it goes. Don't touch it, just let time do the work. Next is the dashi. If you've never heard of it, pay attention, because this is a flavor you've been tasting in every Japanese dish your whole life and never been able to name. 2 ingredients, kombu, dried seaweed, and katsuobushi, dried bonito flakes. That's the entire recipe. 10 grams of kombu into 5 cups of water, medium-low heat, 20 to 30 minutes. And here's the rule that will make or break your dashi. Do not boil it. The moment it boils, you lose that clean, delicate flavor. This is patience cooking. Remove the kombu. Now bring the water just to a boil. Add 25 grams of katsuobushi. Let it sink, simmer for 30 seconds, kill the heat and steep for 10 minutes. Then strain. Now we marry them. Dashi back on medium heat. Add the chicken stock. Then 4 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and salt to taste. Taste it, adjust, then drop it to low and keep it hot. We're building the toppings while this waits. The first of my toppings is the chicken. I have 2 boneless chicken thighs, skin on, seasoned with salt and pepper. Next, butter goes in an oven-safe skillet on medium heat, skin side down, and then don't touch it. 5 to 7 minutes until that skin is golden and releases on its own. Flip 4 to 5 minutes more, then straight into a preheated oven, 190 degrees, for 15 to 20 minutes. Out of the oven, loosely covered with foil, let it rest, then slice thin. The second of our toppings are the eggs. People think it's simple, but it's not. Straight from the fridge into boiling water. Cold eggs give you more control over the yolk. You're gonna leave this 7 minutes for slightly runny yolk and 8 minutes for soft but set. Your call. After that, ice bath immediately, at least for 5 minutes. Peel carefully and cut in half lengthwise. Next, we'll be using dried shiitake mushrooms. Cover with hot water, 20 to 30 minutes, simple. Next, fried garlic, and don't you dare skip this. Thin slices, small skillet, medium-low heat, 2 to 3 minutes until golden and crisp. That crunch on top of the ramen bowl is one of the most underrated things in cooking. Cook noodles per package instructions, usually 1 to 3 minutes, but undercook them slightly. They are going into hot broth later, which means they are still cooking in the bowl. If you hit the package time, they will be mush by the first bite. By the way, if you're here, this channel is all about bringing global food and global living into your daily life. New videos every week. If you want in, subscribe. And next week's dish is going to start an argument in the comments. Hit the bell. Before we assemble, let's take stock of what we're working with. On top of this bowl, you're getting sliced chicken, shiitake mushrooms, baby spinach, the eggs, green onions, nori, green chili peppers, fried garlic, and sesame seeds. Every single one of these earns its place. Keep that in mind when we get to the verdict, because not everything performed the way I expected. Now we assemble our ramen. Okay, now verdict time. Is my homemade ramen as good as what the chef made for me? Honestly, no, and I'm not going to lie about it. The bowl came from someone who has spent years making ramen. You can taste that in every single sip. But here's what I will tell you. Those two bowls made at home for under 10 euro is the second best ramen I've ever had. The broth hit different when it's built from scratch. The dashi alone changes everything. If you skip the dashi and use only chicken stock, you will get a decent bowl. But if you do both, you get something that feels like you actually know what you're doing. Now, having said that, I have two honest criticisms. First, the shiitake mushrooms were too chewy. I soaked them and left them whole, which was a mistake. Next time, I'm slicing them thinly before they go into the bowl. Thinner cut, better textures, easier to eat. The second thing is the baby spinach. It was the wrong topping. It wilts the second it hits the hot broth, and it brings almost nothing to the bowl. Next time, I'm gonna go with bok choy. It holds up in the heat, it has actual texture, and it belongs in ramen in ways spinach simply doesn't. With those two fixes, this is a genuine 9 out of 10. As it is today, 8 out of 10. The bones are there, the execution just needs one more round. If this video gave you something, a technique, an idea, a reason to actually cook this weekend, subscribe. New dishes, honest verdicts, and real results, that's what we do here. And thank you for watching.